How's it going, everybody? David Hedge here, and we're still going through the stuff from Gen Con 2019, and we have another great game to unbox for you guys. It is from Renegade Games. It's a game that I kickstarted, was able to pick up while I was at Gen Con, and I'm glad I did because this game, I love the Tremor movies, which are basically like worms under the ground, and they evolve over time. And this game reminded me of that, and it's a great game from Renegade Games, and I cannot wait to get this on the gaming table, but wanted to open it up, see what's inside with you guys. So let's take a look at the Kickstarter edition of Terror Below and the Hidden Cachet, the expansion that came along with it. So let's get to it. Alright, here we go. Terror Below from Renegade Games. Kickstarter edition. Let's go on ahead and bust this open. Oh, good Lord have mercy. There we go. So let's go on ahead and bust this open. When I first saw this game on Kickstarter, it was one of those no-brainers. I had to back it. They had the Terror Below party where you can come pick up your game. The only problem with that was that there was 300 people that RSVP'd for it and not enough space in the room. So I wasn't able to hang out for the party, but I was able to get this. So I have this, and I also have the little Hidden Cachet expansion here, which we'll go over that in a second. But let's open up Terror Below and see what lurks underneath. Alright, so we have the rulebook, which is classified. Of course, classified. There's been stuff going on in the deserts. And got the alien, or not alien, looks like an alien, but got the worm there. And yeah, so this is like the little instruction book, tells you how to play and everything, how to set up. There is a particular way to set up because there's queen worms in here, and if you go against those right off the bat, you are in deep trouble. Looks like we got the little catalog of all the different games that they have, which has great ones like Ex Libris. They got Altiplano, also Lanterns, which is another game I would like to play at some point, and Clank, which Clank is a great game there. Alright, so here's the board. We'll get to these guys in a little bit. The board is a lot different shape than most boards, which is really cool, and it's double-sided. So you have, let's go ahead and turn around here. So you have the different worms, where they're going to be at. You have the cards that you play to maneuver the worms around the board. You'll have like a little grid here that tells you where the worms are first going to spawn at. And tells you like the different targets here. So like in a 2-player game, you'll use 1 worm, 3 to 4, 2 worms, 5 to 6 be 3 worms. At least that's the way it looks for me. They didn't really go over that in the demo. But up here you also have the rewards you get for doing certain objectives. Let me actually turn the light on there, a little bit more bright here. So yeah, so you have that, and then also on the flip side you have a canyon. Ladies and gentlemen, you get to jump a canyon. When have you never wanted to jump a canyon? Like, so you have the canyon jumping here, you gotta skip over here, and yeah, you can end up jumping right into the canyon. But that's really cool. They have 2 different versions of the board, so it gives the game a little more replayability. So there's that part there, and now let's get to the worms here. So you have your points that you get to score. You have the different locations that you're trying to deliver eggs to, or trying to get to for certain things. And then you have the big worms. So it's really cool to see, like, the artwork on these things has been really, like, I really love this. I think this one has to be my favorite one. Like the Hydra is really cool. So alright, so now we're getting into this stuff here. Alright, so you have, looks like a lot of worms. So let's go on ahead and look into this one first here. And hopefully I can get into this. Again, great quality, great quality filming here. Alright, so let's go ahead and bust this open. There we go. And let us see what worms are inside. So the way I understand it, like where the number is, it tells you like where it is on the grid that'll first show up. It tells you why you have stuff hanging on you. There we go. Alright, so it has like where it's going to be starting at, how it moves, you got the health, the damage, and so you got blaster worms, you got bomber worms or boomer worms. You have, there's a lot of that, and each one's like different ones. So like this has 9 health, this one has 10 health. You have mist tentacles right there. Let's bring it up a little closer for you here. So each one, like I said, is different. So you have the screamer worm right there. And each one's like going to move differently. Show you how. Then you have the queen. Like this is a big one. And if you are able to kill the queen, score 8 points. Yeah, got 8 points. But look, when you have 20 health on this sucker, that's going to be a bad mamma jamma to deal with. So, and of course you have the different other worms here. Alright, so now let's go into the characters. Actually get a little bit closer here. Alright, so you got characters like Dr. Tom, U.S. Marine Natasha, got FBI agent Laura, the government researcher Carlos, we have a graduate student Patricia, you have handyman Merle, you have homemaker Rebecca, you have life coach Sebastian, which I don't know how he's actually going to coach when all it is like, hey, there's worms out there, watch out. I have mysterious businesswoman Celia. You have the pottery maker Alan. You have shepherd old George. You have Shep the farm dog, my favorite character. You have store owner Will. You have survivalist Lisa. You have the taxi driver Grady. You looking at me? Yeah, you know you're looking at me. You have the truck driver Pam. And then you have like your turn sequence cards for each character. And you can also do solo mode as well in the game. So now we'll take a look at some of the equipment that you can use to get the worms to move. And let's go on ahead and bust this open here. As always, if you like what we're doing, definitely let us know in the comments below, or you can go to our Facebook page. If there's other stuff that we could be doing a little bit better, definitely let us know as well, and we'll be more than glad to do it. So, like for example, how can I actually bust this open a bit faster for you guys? There we go. The only thing I can complain about, not really complain, but I wish there was like little compartment trays for the different decks and all that you have. But I'm pretty sure that you can devise something of your own, or there's probably something later on down the line you can get from Broken Token to put in here. So, alright. So let's go over some of these. So we have boots, because these boots are made for walking. We have those. We've got a lot of boots. We've got bicycles, which each one, all these are going to be different as well. And these are ways for not only for you to move, but for you to move the worm as well. So like this one, for example, the sedan, move any target worm 2 spaces. And when you reach a certain number on the worm's card, it'll show you when he's going to basically break out, when he gets like enough attention thrown towards his way. So you have a sedan, you have the pickup truck here, and you have a motorcycle, and you have an 18-wheeler. Now, if this doesn't get the worm moving, nothing will. Move the nearest target token to your space. So, like, you can bring a worm to you. Or if you're on the same space as a friendly character, you can definitely move that worm towards them. And then we got a few more blaster worms. It looks like they give you bags to keep everything. So that, yeah, you probably have bags to put the decks in. Also, that's pretty cool. Alright, so we have the boulders that the worms leave in their wake as rubble. We have the different eggs you can collect, and the color does matter depending on what objectives you get. We got the dice here, which are pretty cool. We have a looks like we got the standees for your character, for the worms when they pop up. And of course we have the cars that you use in the game. And now one last thing, we'll go over the different objectives here. So this should be objectives, and also should be like weapons and all that you can get. Yep, there's definitely weapons, because when you see a grenade, that's a universal sign in any game of, hey, there's a weapon here. use it. Alright, let's get that light back on here for you. There we go. Alright, so we have, so you deliver a blue egg to the grocery store, general store to earn 2 points. Simple enough. So we have that. Deliver a blue egg to the motel to get 3 points. Not sure why the motel needs one. They're probably like research bases set up. But yeah, like each one you have different objectives to deliver certain eggs to certain areas that you can get. And when you get those objectives, you get to earn the points. So like here, if you hunt down Miss Tentacles, you earn 4 points. And so you have all of those here. And there's certain ones where you deliver one or the other, you get those points. Alright, so we have that. And then we have the different items you can use, like worm pheromones. You have the seismograph, lets you tell where the worms are. Lucky hat, a white hat, a black hat. You have your sonic transmitter, which, who doesn't have a sonic transmitter? You have a snow plow, you have a stink bomb, you got a trucker hat. And we're going back to the other ones here, and then you have the big guns. You have big guns here. So we have the alien snare gun. We have the box of dynamite. We have a grenade. Have a hunting rifle. You have the incubation ray. You have the military satellite at your disposal. You have a pistol. And you have a pointy stick. Because when I'm getting attacked by a large worm, I want to have a pointy stick as backup. Or you can have the semi-automatic rifle, either way. And you have a shotgun. So out of all those weapons, I'd go with the pointy stick. Alright, so that is what's inside of the Terror Below base game. But we're not done yet. We're going to go ahead and open up the hidden cache of like this expansion here, which should have the big worm that's the total party kill. So in the game, you're given 3 heroes, 3 of these characters here, to try and accomplish your goals. And if for some reason you can't, and you get beat through there, then you have this worm come out and he's basically killed you. So let's go on ahead and open this up. Tray's that way. Nope, Tray's a bunch of different ways. So I am going to drop everything. Alright. So this is what we got inside here. So we got extra weapons here. We got the alternate tokens. And then we have this guy here. This is the TPK worm. So if this guy comes out, that means the game's over. You go into the last bit of turns, and this guy just kills off one whole player. And then you have, and then you have a tank that you can use from this expansion. You got the dice, and you have a ramp to jump the gorge with. So that is really cool. And you have different worms that you can use here. There's Tinkerbell. Let's bust this one open here. So this is the Tinkerbell worm that you can use, and you have the friendly local game store owner, Anise. So there you go. So that's what's inside the expansion. We got the glow in the dark. Let's see, can I get this to... This is quality. I'm not going to be able to do it. It's too bright in here for that. But trust me, these do glow in the dark. So actually, there we go. That's a little bit glowy. So, but there you have it. That's the hidden cache, and that it comes inside Terror Below from Renegade Games, the Kickstarter edition, and this is going to be a lot of fun at the game table. Well, there you have it. That's what's inside Terror Below from Renegade Games, and I cannot wait to get this on the gaming table my next game night. I love the components of the game. The artwork is amazing, especially for the worms and the different characters you get to go through the game with, and even the comic book that came with it that gave you the stories of all the different characters and how everything unfolds in this little universe that Terror Below is in. And I can't wait to see how it unfolds on the gaming table. So we'll definitely have a review from this game when we get it on the table and play it. But thank you guys so much for checking out this video and all of our other videos. Make sure you click the bell above so you never miss an upload. And you can go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/2headsofsmashgaming to check out all of the news and notes that we can gather and all the stuff that we're doing all across the interwebs. We have big events coming up, including SCG Con in November, which is ran by Star City Games. It's a huge Magic the Gathering convention. And we will be attending Big Lake Comic Con, which is another big event here in Roanoke. It keeps getting bigger and bigger. Sean Astin was at the one previous. This year, coming up in February, it's going to be Jason David Frank, the Green Power Ranger, the most iconic Power Ranger in a lot of people's minds, and I cannot wait to meet him. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope you guys join us as we do that. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and until next time, take care.